Hi, my name's Kate, and I am a high school math teacher in the middle of my 17th year of teaching math. Today, I thought that I would take you along for a day in my life. Today is a different day for us because we have an e-learning day. This is a scheduled e-learning day. So every district in Indiana is allowed to use 3 e-learning days as, whatever they want. And most districts use those as snow days, emergency makeup days. Well, the district that I'm in, along with a couple other districts in Indiana, have been granted a couple extra e-learning days that we can build in and use as professional development. So my district has 3 first semester, 3 second semester, I believe that's how it breaks down, and we use these as professional development days for staff. So I just got in. It's 7:40. Classes technically don't start till 8:30, but I like to have everything up and ready for my students, for those that are up early and ready to go. So I'm going to flip the camera around and show you guys what I have planned for my kids today. When my students log on, this is my pre-calc class when they log on, so I've got just a note about making up missing assignments. And then I always have this Bitmoji classroom up, and it has the announcements of when their tests are. I like it. I know it's a little bit elementary, but it's still just fun for me, and it's a great way to call attention to those important dates. So when they slide or scroll down here, they'll see there's their assignment calendar. And I have for today, the 7th, check in here by 3 p.m. for attendance, and then they have a video that they're watching, and then they're going to do homework. So all of my classes are going to be doing this form right here. So first and last name, which period they are, and then I always ask them a question. Sometimes it's one of those which one doesn't belong type questions, and when it's around a holiday, I ask them a holiday question. So are they going anywhere for winter break? If so, where? Last time when it was Halloween time, I asked them what their favorite Halloween costume was growing up. So just some fun things for the kids. So they just have to do this for attendance. That lets me know that they're here and I can mark them present. And then my pre-calc class, again, they are going to watch this video and take notes over solving exponential equations. And then they have a homework assignment that they need to complete, not a very long assignment. So this is what I have for my pre-calc class that I have today. In my geometry class, it's laid out very similar. So, same reminder about makeups, talking about their tests, and I'm actually going to change this today. It's going to change to this so that they know when their final exams are. And then I have the calendar for them as well. So here they need to check in by 3 p.m. And then I do need to create an assignment in Canvas for their review, but I gave them the review on paper so they can still do it even though I don't have it linked here. So I'm going to work on creating a few things, making a few things live, and then I will talk to you guys in a little bit. So our secretary just sent out an email that there are donuts in the main office, so let's go. On our way to donuts, I just wanted to show you guys one of the other teachers' classes decorated doors, and this is how my door came out. So, pretty stinking cute. Went with the trusty maple glaze. I thought I'd fill you in, now that I'm done devouring my donut, on our schedule for today. So I have it right here. I'm just looking. So we have office hours from 8 to 9. So those office hours are like our plan time. If kids need help, we have three different office hours throughout the day, so that if students need help, we can have them jump on a Google Meet with us during those times. I'm always checking my email, so if kids have questions, I can answer those. So we have office hours from 8 to 9. It is 8:30 right now, so I've got about 30 minutes left of this time. And then 9 to 9:30, we have our faculty meeting, our staff meeting. This is not something that we have anymore, which is weird because before our 2 schools, the 2 high schools in my area merged together, the old high school that I was at, we had a faculty meeting once a month. And it was kind of nice because we got to see all the staff members and just, we were all on the same page. So we don't have these very often. This may be the second one we've had all year. And then 9:30 to 10:15, we are doing a literacy PD about read it, talk it, write it. So I know that reading and writing have always been a school-wide initiative for us, and so they want that to be incorporated in all the classrooms. I do think that's really important. I'd also love to see a math initiative in each of the classrooms, and maybe we could start getting our kids to be better at math too. But I know that's a whole other issue. And then 10:30 to 11:15, we have our smaller school of study meetings, so where we meet with the principal that's kind of in charge of our group of teachers and talk about things that are more specific to us. And then 11:15 to 11:45, we have another set of office hours. And then we have lunch until 1. And then we have our content PLC. So we're going to our content PLCs for 2 hours. Our math had sent out the information as to what we're doing, and we are doing math, playing games, learning new things or not new things. I don't know. He wants to teach us how to do matrices on the calculator, which is only applicable really to our finite teacher, which he is our finite teacher. And this is not something that we do with our other kids. We don't do matrices in Algebra 2 or in pre-calc or anything like that. So I don't know, it's kind of seems like a waste of 2 hours for me, but I got lucky. I got out of having to go to that meeting. I, along with a couple other teachers in my smaller group, are going to feed the children. We are really fortunate that our Feed the Children has attached to it a free teacher store. I haven't been in a few years, but you're only allowed to go, I want to say 4 times a year, and you can go and you can shop free resources. These are resources that stores have donated. I know a lot of them are like Joann's and, the craft stores that their stuff's been on clearance and nobody buys it, and so they don't want it anymore, and so they donate it to this place and then we can come shop. So I will try to catch a couple of clips of that. So I'm going to do that. And then 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock, we have our last hour of office hours. So I'll get a little bit more work done. So a lot this time around of office hours, which is really nice. So that's going to allow me to get all the copies made for the rest of the semester, make sure I know what the finals are, and really set myself up for hopefully an easy couple of weeks to end our semester. I also wanted to show off my shirt today. I made a new shirt. TI Calculator provided another SVG, and here's my new shirt. It's so fun. Okay, I am sad I lost part of my exclamation point there. We'll see. I may cut out a new one or just leave it because, homemade, it's not perfect. So anyway, that's what I'm rocking today. So I'm going to keep working for another half hour before our meetings start.
Of our seniors with business folk. Sounds wonderful. Really hard to implement, especially if it's required.
Come up with your own, like Colleen said, you can adjust this and make it work for your class.
And give me some more names. And I'll post a list of who we've already awarded to, so that you know.
Is there a time we're doing that?
I am back from all my morning meetings, so it is almost 11:30, and we are in our office hours until 11:45, and then we have lunch, so I'm gonna get some stuff done. I typically on e-learning days, I like to go out to lunch with some of my teacher friends, but the 2 that I typically go out to lunch with took the day off today. Doctor's appointments, stuff like that. A lot of teachers try to do that on our e-learning days because we don't have to worry about getting a sub. It would be the same lesson whether we were here or not for our students. So these are easier days for us to take off. So I think I'm just gonna work through lunch today, take a quick lunch and just get stuff done. Funny note about me, I actually don't drink coffee, so when you guys see me drinking out of my thermos, it is either cappuccino or hot tea. So I just finished making myself a cup of hot tea. I have this fantastically large mug that fits a lot of tea in there. And my favorite tea right now is the Santa's Secret from David's Tea. If you've never had it, it is amazing. It is loose leaf tea, so I do drink all loose leaf teas, so I have a steeper. You can just see it right back there. So I steeped it, ready to enjoy it. Now, normally I have a cup that keeps my drink at the same temperature all the time. But it's at home right now, so I will have to drink this quickly so that it doesn't get cold. So gonna drink my tea, working on grading some makeup tests right now, getting those in the grade book so that I am staying current with my grades. One of the things that I was just using, and I think is a huge game changer for me, is when I have absent students or students do makeup tests, I put them in this red folder, and that lives inside this binder. This binder has just my tests and quizzes in there, just the answer keys, so that I have those when I'm ready to grade all of their absent and makeup tests. I don't do those typically the day that they take them. I just throw them in my bag, and maybe once a week I'll pull out the binder and I will grade all of this stuff. So I've got them broken down into sections. So I've got all of my geometry ones, and then I have my pre-calc, and then in the back I have my quantitative reasoning tests and quizzes. And I found that this has been really helpful because I don't have to go back through all of my binders and try to find, oh, which lesson did I do the quiz in? I just know that everything is right here. So huge game changer. I would strongly encourage, if you have a lot of absences and are dealing with students making up tests all the time and you do paper tests, this has been a huge help for me this year. I've been working on grading my geometry unit 4 project. We did a project all about trig applications. So I am going to, a week from the launch of this video next week, I'm gonna put out a video talking about the 4 projects that I did in geometry this semester. But just to show you real quick what my students did, they had to come up with a trig story problem. They had to illustrate it, and then on the back they had to do the work to solve the problem. So I'm working on grading those, so I'm reading those to make sure that it makes sense for the information that they give, that their work is solved correctly. Those are the things that I'm grading on. I'm not grading on their artwork. However, I have some ridiculously talented students. So here's one right here. I mean, all of my students, most of my students, are extremely talented at drawing. So this is always a fun project to have my students do, because I just love seeing their creativity and their artwork. I mean, I see it all the time as they draw all over everything, but to give them an actual project where they can draw, a lot of them really liked this. The hardest part for them was coming up with a story problem, so I did help a lot with it. But working on grading those now. I hope that I can get those hung up outside on our big bulletin boards sometime at the beginning of next week. Okay, lighting's not fantastic, but I just got to feed the children. They open in about 15 minutes, so I am gonna go ahead and get in line, and hopefully I'm able to find some goodies. So I will see if I can grab some clips while I'm in there. Just depends on how crowded it is inside. I just made it back from the Feed the Children store. I didn't get any clips while we were in there. When I showed up, there was a line already waiting, so I got in line, and then when you get in, it's not a very big area, and people were just everywhere. It was super crowded, so I decided to keep the camera away. But I want to show you guys the haul real quick, just to show you what I got. So every teacher was given a box of chips, so I'll have those for snacks for the kids. We were able to fill up this paper bag with Christmas decorations. I got just a few things, I don't need much. So just a couple of fake flowers. I do have a flower vase, on my desk where I put fake flowers, so I thought that would be perfect. There's this cute countdown to Christmas, and pine cones that smell like cinnamon, and then these little sticks that smell like pine to put in the Christmas tree. So that's what I got for Christmas decorations. And we were able to fill up one bag full of goodies. So let me show you. I got a couple of packs of pencils, got this happy planner. So if you've watched some of my other videos, you've seen me use my happy planner. This is an outdated one, but I don't care. I can redate, and this will be perfect for that. Got some good old Sharpie highlighters. A project that I'm gonna do with pre-calc at the start of the year involves highlighters, and I'm running out, so that's perfect. Got some pens, 2 boxes of tissues, just more office supply stuff. They had Starbucks cups. It does have the straw, but I got an awesome Starbucks cup. Excited about that. Just some random pads of paper. I got a lot of tape. They had quite a bit of that, so I was sure to grab some of that and some of this tape. Grabbed a bunch of dry erase markers, grabbed staples, more pens. I got some sheet protectors, some heavy duty sheet protectors. I'm always using these, about out of mine. Got this nice little basket. And inside here, I have just a little bit of coffee. Give that to my husband. More dry erase markers, and then you can see in here just some random office supplies. So that's what I got. It's a pretty good haul. I'm gonna work on getting this stuff put away. It is about 3:20. I need to get attendance taken, and then I will be out of here at 4 o'clock. Just like that, it's 4 o'clock and it is time for me to go home. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, maybe found it helpful. If you did like it, please give me a thumbs up. If you are interested in following along more with my journey of teaching high school math, please subscribe. I do upload videos every Friday. Hit the notification bell to be notified the next time a video goes live, and I will talk to you later. Bye.